2016, can you believe it? Happy New Year. Hey, this is Dean Graziosi, and welcome to this really special kick off the year weekly wisdom. I got some really special stuff to share today, so don't dare click away from this video. You know, this is the time of year we want to reinvent ourselves, to set those new goals, to decide that this is our year. And that's an amazing feeling. But the last thing, the worst thing you can do, and everybody shares this, but you know it to be true, is by February 15th, you're back in a hypnotic rhythm doing the same day over and over again, and you just fall back and you say, well, maybe next year. No. That's not going to happen this year. First of all, I'm going to give you my goal sheet that's going to change everything the way you set goals. You want to call it a goal sheet, a transformational challenge, but the one thing I know that if you go all the way back to Dale Carnegie and Andrew Carnegie, and you go back to Rockefeller and go to Michael Jordan and some of the most successful people in the world, they follow this one cheat sheet that I'm going to give you today to follow, to make sure that your goals aren't just a New Year's resolution that we're here for 5 minutes, gone tomorrow. It's about time these stick to you like glue. Guys, I would love for you to do this exercise for me today. You know, most of the time we get to a place and think, last year was just it was horrible, and I just need to let go of last year. So I want you to do this with last year. I want you to think through 2015, and I want you to write down all the good that happened in 2015. Forget all the other stuff. Write down all the good. Something being a parent, something at work, something with your weight, some one day, a date, a marriage, a look, everything you can think of. And it's hard to think of all, but think of the things that were empowering, were positive. I would love for you just to think about that and write them down. No other negatives. And then throw away the rest for a moment. And then do this goal sheet where I'm going to get to in a minute. This transformational guide, and I want you to think about how 2016 can be filled with all those accomplishments like last year, but 10 times greater. You see, there's a few little shifts and habits that we have to change in our lives that make the big impact. Everybody thinks at New Year's, you got to do a 180 and become a completely different person. No, January 1, you just got to make a little shift, but you got to know where you're going. January 5th, January 10th, February 1st. It's not about being a new you. It's about making these tiny shifts so when you get to the end of 2016, you are unrecognizable. You're not the same person. So I got two incredible things. I've decided to do a live webcast on January 19th, and I need you to do whatever it takes. I'm going to do it at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So if that's a little cutting it close on the West Coast, then get off work early. Do whatever it takes to get to this live webcast. If you know me, if you've been around for a long time, you know I don't take my time lightly to go live and share with you, and I surely don't take your time lightly. I'm giving you plenty of notice because two things, these live casts fill up, and secondly, you need to designate the time to be there. Listen, if you're one of my personal development clients, if you got the abundance mastery or the winning state of mind, if you're looking for a realistic way to make extra money, then you need to look into real estate and see for yourself that I have more successful real estate students than anyone in the world because I started with people that just wanted that next level of income and didn't know which way to go, and I showed them the path, the plan, the recipes to make money in real estate. If you're one of my DG family members and you haven't done a deal yet, you're going to want to see what we're delivering. And if you're doing deals, you're not going to want to miss this. Let me just tell you real quick. You see, I'm not someone who just talks about real estate. There's a lot of noise, especially out there now. Real estate's cool. There's a million people claiming to be real estate experts. I don't even know their names. All I know, I've been doing it for 25 years. My book, Be a Real Estate Millionaire, sold over 1 million copies, a New York Times bestseller because it works. I own over 400 deals. I have more successful students around the world than anyone on the planet. This is what I do. And my most successful student, you may know him, Matt Larson, he went on this 10-year run from machine shop worker to doing thousands of deals and making millions of dollars. And last year, he had a little bump. Things weren't going straight up. He had a flat spot, maybe even down a little. And when that happens in life, when things go bad, when we fail, just like last week's video, when we fail, we can either hide and say, this doesn't work, I shouldn't have tried it, get insecure, or we can go, no, I'm gonna learn from this. I'm gonna figure out what went wrong and improve upon it. This pain is gonna cause me to have a breakthrough. His pain caused a breakthrough unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. He's taken strategies I've never thought of. He's taken things that I do in my daily real estate business and taken them to a next level on how to find the deals, negotiate the deals, how to get newbies in the business, and how to generate cash fast because he needed to fix some problems where some people robbed from him. We all get our backs against the wall, and when this guy had his back against the wall, he discovered breakthroughs. When he shared with me, I said, once again, dude, you got to come down here. We have to go live, and we have to share this with everybody. Guys, you are going to learn things that you've never heard anyplace else, and if you're new, you're not going to want to miss it. Plus, it was so compelling. You got to listen to this. It was so compelling. I sent my whole video crew up to where Matt lives and spent a day in the life of Matt Larson. We filmed him, listen to this, we filmed him negotiating a deal, closing a deal, doing a one-pager on how he knows if he should buy it, if the deal works or not, with a real estate agent, going to a rehab. Guys, we got the goods. You guys have been asking me for a day in life of Matt for years. If you're a DG family member, you've been asking, we got it. Literally, we're going through the footage right now, and we're gonna show you some of that footage on the live cast. Some of it, if you watch 2 minutes, you're gonna go, oh my God, I can do that, or why didn't I think of that? Guys, I'm sorry this video is so long, but you can tell I am totally excited about this live webcast coming up on January 19th. Now, I'm gonna do a shorter video and push people to register later, but you, if you're watching this, you're one of my DG family members. What you need to do right now on this special page is click below and reserve your spot, or go to deanslivecast.com or go to deanslivecast.com right now. You know, if you've been around, you know they fill up. I'd hate for you to wait a week and all of a sudden this thing's sold out because too much capacity is trying to watch at once. So click below, reserve your spot. When you reserve your spot, you're also gonna get my goal sheet with a 5-minute video teaching you how to use this to set goals that work. In fact, I want you to do this sheet before you come to the live webcast on January 19th. Okay, sorry this was so long, but remember, this is that time of year where we're just blasting off. We want to blast off to that next level of life. I don't want February 1st to be back where you were. February 1st, I want you on fire, seeing a new path, a new plan, a new direction for your life. And if you're looking to make extra money and you never thought about it, I'm telling you, it's real estate. This is the time, this is where we are in the market. It's time, you don't want to miss this. If you're one of my DG family members, this is unlike anything you've ever seen from us, ever. Matt's gonna share some stuff that's gonna blow your mind, and you get to see a day in the life of Matt in the action, right? Like when he's negotiating a deal and they say no on the price, figure out how he gets through it, what he writes on his paper, what does he say on his phone calls, what does he say to his rehabbers? You're gonna be able to see that on January 19th. So either click the link below right now and get this sheet and reserve your spot, or go to deanslivecast.com. That's deanslivecast.com and reserve your spot, get this sheet, and do whatever it takes, print it out, post it, write it on your hand, write it on the fridge, put it on your computer, be ready to be there live January 19th so we can blow your mind on how you can get to that next level of life this year. I'm Dean Graziosi. I'll talk to you soon.